Now there's the Isle of Roux, where no one can tell us what to do. Hi! How's everybody doing?
How far can I go with this until
I'm doing great.
it's on screen? It's not
That
on
is
screen.
so good. Still not on screen. Also good.
Here, grab that stuff as you come over.
Just like put it on all of it.
Just some of it.
We are
Or all of it, yeah.
happy because Felix is here because we're not in school anymore and it's not a school night.
I almost brought it back to where it would be in Space Hero X.
Do you want to try this? Or this? Or a piece of this?
Got some of this. Got some of
Touch
this.
this and this. What you want to try?
This one.
Okay.
Could I have
What?
Could I have a sketchbook that I can just have with all of my drawings?
It's
fine.
in your. You have a
I'll find
bunch in
it
your
you
room.
said.
I just checked and they're all like old, or they all have like scribbles in
Can
them.
you have
Oh,
a
then
blue
we-
sketchbook? It's
Of course
totally
you
different
can.
wish.
Oh, okay.
You have 1,000 sketchbooks.
Why is Instagram look like that?
I can change everything. Actually.
No. You don't know. It's
No, 'cause
perfect
it's a
on
bit-
StreamYard.
It's a bit low for us.
No, what I think I have to fix is on here, and it has to be horizontal instead of vertical.
Are we still okay?
Yeah, we're good here.
Okay.
This is. Yeah, I think I can fix it on here.
That's better either way, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Edit. There. See portrait.
What?
I'm just waiting for you to spill that. And then,
Oh no!
And then be surprised by my reaction. Okay. Closer to the mics. It's fine. Just don't spill it, is what I'm saying.
Oh.
You wanted pencil?
Mhm.
It's better.
I have to fix orientation before I go next time.
Okay, so I screwed up orientation for Instagram.
I guess I've always been doing that, which sucks.
Is that what it was always like on Instagram?
I'm not sure. I'm kind of learning it right now because usually I click go live way before, and when it's just one screen, I think it's fine. Watch this. If I do like this on this,
Can you back out and go live again on Instagram?
I'd have to go out of the whole thing
Oh.
and create a new house.
Okay. Did you pop one into Facebook?
I can do that now.
Sweet.
Yep.
Dirt.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna move my chair like this, I think, and then pop in like this. Hey guys.
I'll start with the land acknowledgement on this Canada Day. It's nice to acknowledge our house. Our Creator gifted us with this land that we're blessed to share and care for together. We acknowledge that the land we gather on consists is the ancestral territory of the Siksika, Sidipi, the Siksika, the Kainai, the Piikani, and the Amskapi Piikani. We acknowledge all First Nations and Métis of Treaty 7 lands, the Sukutena, the Ithkabi, which includes Bearspaw, Chiniki, and Goodstoney. We commit to advancing reconciliation guided by truths, respecting treaty laws, and humbly walking alongside First Nations, Métis, and Inuit. We recognize all who live, work, play, and make art on these lands and who now call this place home. It has been a great time for storms. This is what I have been liking in this land.
You know what must be weird?
Hmm.
I'm on this once every 2 months.
Yeah.
So it must be weird to see me once every 2 months. And I'm like,
I think you're just like this person that people are like, hey, it's Felix.
Also, I think this too sometimes, what happens if I'm not doing something every week, but then I remember that like regular people disappear for a while. So I don't think we disappear as fast as we think we do. You know what I mean?
No, I just meant I think I look different than I did 2 months ago. I'm like this much taller.
Yeah, well, we have a beard too. Explain that.
Oh yeah, I know. But yeah.
I was doing some manual zoom out analog.
Okay. Felix was saying you said that your dad showed you the basics of the body that made you learn how to draw people better. That's really nice.
Yeah.
Sometimes your dad has to hear that because I don't think he hears it enough.
I know it.
Yeah, I know it. I'm in a really nice nostalgic vibe right now because of Indiana Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you got the small pics too. You got all the good
Am I
textures.
to share the
wolf
link?
is
I'll
very
share the
small.
link here.
Oh, that's what I was gonna do on my phone. and I
No,
forgot.
you're going to
Put it on Facebook.
Put on, you were going to put the actual
feed
show on Facebook.
on Facebook. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that. Right
Belt on RPO, Calgary, Alberta.
And here's the link. If you want to join us.
That's 403-629.
That's 403-629-7424. 403-629-7424.
Oh, that's fine.
What are you doing?
I didn't blink for like 50
Oh, I had to refresh my-
seconds. 50 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't blink for like a minute, so yeah.
I
What?
found the thing.
It's just going to be a long broadcast if you just spend the whole time looking at yourself. Why don't you do some drawing?
I am going to. I was
Okay.
waiting for you to start because I thought it would be weird if I started.
No, it's not weird if you start.
I just wanted to wait for somebody.
Why?
I don't know.
Come on now.
Rich, I found the last two.
Two what? Slides?
Yeah.
So Jesse and I have a practice of shooting photos, developing them in our bathroom. We're also like actively learning how to do everything that we're doing as we go.
Mhm.
And somewhere a long time ago, because we just have a black and white photo enlarging process. But I'm sure I tried color film in the Hansa enlarger not long ago,
Mhm.
and just thought that's not really going to be part of what we do.
Mm.
And then I had some color photos with some really nice contrast. And put my color negatives in the Hansa. And they turned out better than like a lot of my other photos. So we had sort of like these like limitations, like if it's color, then it goes this far. But the black and white negatives are going to end up in the Hansa to become enlargements. And I'm going to admit that when the color negatives turned out so nice on the Hansa, it really stressed me out. And also, how could I have thought that wouldn't work? Like, Why would I have thought that? I don't know. Just a distinction.
just
I was
learning.
making, yeah.
Right?
Well, still, you know what? That one was based on an assumption. It was kind of an ill-informed assumption. You doing Charlie Brown?
Look at
No.
that color. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Um, years ago, I published my first book. And I think like maybe if what felt like success was having my book in the chain stores. Right? Because
Yeah.
like kind of a different feeling than, you know,
You're like, no, it's real. It's in this.
yeah,
space.
right? Like actually my dad invented a game when I was young. And to his credit, he started producing this game and then he sold them at the game store in South Center. And then I remember I didn't even know about this. Some kids and my friends of mine were going to the Dungeons and Dragons store, and they saw my dad's game on the wall, and they were impressed, right? And so I looked, and yeah, my dad had this like photocopy telling his story about how he invented this game. They're like dart games that you would build onto your dartboard as an adaptation. Like they basically
Oh, so you start with the material, but then you add.
you have a dartboard and you just do a layover.
Yeah, that's cool.
And but there was something kind of like local about like instead of like your toys your game being in Toys, you know,
Right.
Toys R Us game store was in like just the local. I don't know why that felt.
Zach's here.
I guess it was like something that was familiar, right?
Hi, Zach. Yeah, totally.
Hello.
Hi. How are you doing?
Hello. Great, thank you. How are you?
Good. I put my thumb up. I was just drinking water.
Oh, okay.
I
Put your
wasn't.
thumb up at me.
I wasn't. I was not putting my thumb.
I did put my thumb, but I did
But
not
not
put
at
my
you.
thumb at you.
What?
It's from Shakespeare.
Ah.
I was late for class,
Yeah, I kind of want to read.
and my
Shakespeare,
English
but I'm-
teacher made a comment about me being. It was kind of a snotty comment, actually. I can't remember what it was, but it was out of character. And I remember feeling like so irritated that I bit my thumb at her. And she said, "Did you bite your thumb at me?" And I was like, "I did bite my thumb, but not at you." And that's all I really said.
And
But
then
after
she-
that, yeah, I was her favorite
Fell
student.
madly in love with you.
A little bit. And it was a really different experience because I was really used to teachers hating me. So yeah.
Oh.
Stuffed to the other part of the legs, but it looks like a funny little short leg.
Beep.
So I have this experience where let's try something out, Felix. I wonder if we've done this together. Okay. Close your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Are your eyes closed?
Yep.
All right. So what I'd like you to do is try and remember a situation where you and another person are doing something. You done this before?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. If we have done this before, don't turn it inside out and go, see,
No,
like when you don't know a riddle.
I know all those.
Okay. Well, we haven't done. I'm surprised we haven't done this before. That seems like something I would have done with you by now.
Okay.
But what I would ask of you is to try and think of a memory between you and another person that is so vivid you can see yourself standing in a space with them. Do you have that kind of memory? Some people don't see pictures in their heads.
That's kind of all my memories.
What? You and another person?
Wait, what do you mean you can see yourself?
Like, no, I want you to have a memory with you and another person.
Oh, Kelly's here. I'm just gonna add her.
You and another person
Hey, Kelly.
that is so vivid you remember exactly where you were and where they were. Can you see that image in your head? Try not to use a photo, but a memory of you and one other person.
Yeah. Okay.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Eyes are closed still?
Scott said, "Are you seeing yourself?" Is that?
Thanks for sharing.
Oh, Scott was
I'm
asking
trying to get
that.
the ball.
Oh, sorry.
But his eyes are closed.
Oh, sorry.
Hello.
Hi, Kelly. Can you give me a second?
We're doing a thought experiment.
Okay, so you're in your head, right?
Mhm.
And you're seeing an image of you and another person,
Mhm.
and you can see the space.
Mhm.
Okay, and in this space, do you remember anything around you? Can you see things around you?
Yeah.
Okay. Is this memory so clear that you can even remember what you were wearing?
Well, I kind of wear the same clothes all the time.
So the answer is yes.
Yes.
Okay. Is this memory so clear that you can remember the hair of the person you're talking to? Can you remember the other person's hair? Can you see their hair?
Yeah. Do you want me to turn my phone on silent?
Not right now.
Okay.
Can you remember like your clothes and their clothes?
I don't know what they're. No. I
Okay.
don't know. what
Can
clothes
you
they
see your hair?
were. Depending on how I like. Yeah. Kind of.
Okay. So just come back to me for a second, okay?
Yeah.
So this is something that exists, but I discovered it kind of on my own because the way I would tell this story is my cousin Glenn and I were in my Uncle John's house,
Mhm.
and I have this memory of Glenn and I standing in the middle of the lobby, and in this memory, not a dream but a memory,
Mhm.
Glenn's kind of friend came over, and for some reason there was some money owed somewhere, and there was a disagreement, and somebody was talking something about a TV show, and then the friend started making things up, and he was an older kid, but I just remember very vividly when he closed the door after he left, my cousin and I burst out in laughter that this person was being such a jerk,
Mhm.
right? Now I have the memory of myself and my clothes and my shoes and my cousin,
Mhm.
but I also can see my own self.
Mhm.
And it's as though in Uncle John's house there was a stairwell that went round the lobby,
Mhm.
and I realized I was looking at myself not from inside my head, but from outside of myself and about 10 feet up and 4 feet back.
Yeah. No, that's what I meant when I said if I think about it differently.
Yeah.
Like I can think about it from first person or third person.
Why would your memory be from third person though?
Because I looked behind me and then.
No, what I mean is
rendered
though,
it-
can you see your hair right now?
Yeah.
Can you see the top of your head right now?
Yeah.
You're imagining it.
Yeah.
What I'm talking about is how most people's memories tend to be fabrications. Like we think we remember a situation.
Yeah.
Almost all of our memories from 6 feet up and 4 feet back, like you're watching it through a video camera.
Yeah.
Which would kind of indicate to you that most of your memories are not.
They're constructs.
Yeah, constructs.
Can I open my eyes?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Have we never been through that before? Really?
No.
That's crazy.
My eyes have just been closed.
But nothing about that surprises you.
Not that much. No. Yeah. taking me and I'm going to see. My mom was calling me.
You can go in the bedroom.
Yeah, it is really interesting. Like maybe all our knowledge is constructed, like all of our.
Well, are we even real? Like,
That's what I mean. Yeah, it's like our reality is constructed. Our
you seem to have this opinion. Sometimes you ask me, is this real or is that real? I'm like, what's real?
Mhm.
And then I was driving over to pick this up this morning,
Mhm.
and I was really. Felix, can you close the door?
But it's kind of.
Felix, can you close the door?
Yeah.
I was asking you to close the door.
Okay.
Um,
No, not really.
no, I was just watching people in traffic thinking how weird it is that we all think we matter.
Well, Kate, do you sometimes get overwhelmed by the feeling of all of these people in apartment buildings in one city? And we all have these like first person perspectives of like main character
Sorry.
of our own stories, but there's like thousands of cities of apartment buildings, and then there's
No,
like, I get overwhelmed.
cities don't. I don't think of it that way.
I get overwhelmed.
I do have this weird one moment where we live close enough to another building that when I looked out the window, I saw this weird scene happening, unfolding in the other building. And I was like, oh man, why didn't those guys close their curtains? And then I just decided the whole thing wasn't what I thought it was, because it looked kind of nefarious to start. But then, then I realized, no, it couldn't possibly, because I think anybody with any sense of privacy would close their drapes before. And then the drapes didn't close. And I'm not saying like I stood there watching for a long time. I was just like, what the hell? And then all of a sudden I was like, no, unsee. Kelly.
Which one's Star Command and which one's Buzzed?
Star Command's the main one that we
Yeah.
run.
Sorry, I was just filling a form out.
Oh, no, I was just apologizing for cutting you off.
I realized
That's
I
okay.
cut out.
It's okay.
No, I'm just I was doing a pour paint and then I didn't like it, so I scraped all the paint off and did it again.
Nice.
And now it's drying on the floor, and I have to pick all the paint stuff up off the floor. No Seal or Zach?
Zach's
Oh.
here.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Felix.
Oh, hi.
Oh, I'm nervous on camera. I was drawing so
Canada Day.
good, and happy Canada Day.
Canada Day.
Nice.
Happy
It's
Canada
the
Day.
first painting and stuff on July 1st.
I'm sure it's happened before. The winds fell on it.
What's that?
The Canada Day.
Well,
Wednesday.
how many?
I don't remember ever doing a Canada Day broadcast.
We never really celebrated too much.
No, I know, but I don't remember ever like landing in that zone. You know,
Probably we would have because
Here.
we've done.
Finish this one.
What? Oh, I really don't want to.
Yeah.
No, I
Let's
don't.
work on this.
No, because it'll be weird.
It doesn't have to be.
No, because
Or it doesn't matter if it is.
but I don't want it for mine.
Think of a piece of sand compared to the size of the earth. Is the earth as big as a piece of sand compared to the observable universe? No, it's 27 octillion times smaller. That's 27 with 27 zeros.
Is that
Oh,
Scott?
yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
No, I know. I was having that thought
The
in the car
infinitesimal-
today. I was thinking about how not important we are, and then like how important we think we are. Was I even talking about that earlier? Or Maybe just inside my head.
maybe inside your head. But it's like I've been thinking that a lot lately, like especially with the contrast of having school just finishing. I used to be in this mode of like absolute chaos, and then summer starts and you're like, oh no, everything's fine. And it's like the older I get, I'm like seeing things from further and farther outside my head. So I'm like, even in the chaos, I'm like, yeah, that's fine. Like it'll be July 1st pretty soon, and none of this is going to matter anyways.
You mean while you're teaching?
Yeah, like in June when the chaos is, I'm getting better at seeing the like absolute like doesn't matter. Nothing I do matters.
Yeah.
Or like
well, to everything that we know that is alive, what you do matters.
only for a small blip of time though.
Hey,
Like it-
Rich, I don't know if you're interested in this. I put the link in the chat. It's
What
the
is it?
art thing. I did it last year.
Oh nice.
It was okay. We have to do tiny little paintings, 16 by 20.
What is it?
It's a what is it? It's like a market, but it's a nonprofit built to support local artists and connect people with art.
Ah,
I just sent it to you in case you wanna
is it free?
it or whatever. You pay $75. They take 15% of your whatever you sell it, anywhere from $30 to $300.
Nice. Who's running it?
Super Mache. I can't even pronounce their name very well, but I sent you the link,
Nice. Thank you.
so it's an idea.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It was fun last year, except I didn't go. This year, I hope to go to be there because it's better to talk to the other people that are buying your art.
Yeah.
Because I'm getting a little bit better. Today's actually I'm doing an experimental painting, which involves UV resin.
Yeah.
So it's a frame on top of a canvas attached by UV resin,
Kelly.
and then the background it's already painted, and then that's in. I put I put regular resin, which is ultracal, mixed with blue mica. It's like really
Waiting to-
slim
It's a good person.
or really see-through, and then I put seahorses on it, and then I have to pour another layer.
Kelly,
That's
Yeah.
all.
do you want the Rumble House blacklight?
Sure.
Do you remember what I'm talking about? It's kind of like
Yeah, I think
it's
the
actually-
big one, the one that you were using.
Yeah, you want that? It's not on a
Sure.
stand anymore. It's just like you'll put it on your own. You'll mount it on something.
Yeah, I would just the one I have here. I just hold it up and I shine the light on it. But yeah, I could use it. I could probably put it on my shelf, and I'll attach it upside down.
Yeah, if this one you held in your hand, I think it would burn your fingers.
No, this one. Oh yeah, that one is the high heat one. But yeah, I can use it.
Okay, you can have it.
Okay. I'll try to come by next week.
Sure.
Okay. Rich, there's a really good
Just have to send me your Addy, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. There's a very good question.
Any gesso or anything, Rich?
No, I'm not really doing that anymore.
Oh, I got lots of gesso. Well, I have one little bottle.
Is
Do
it
you want
black?
any resin or something to try?
No.
Or anything else to try? A mixed media?
I just gave away a 12-foot easel that was worth $5,000 because
Oh, geez.
I'm not doing that anymore.
I can give you some mica powder if you want. You can use it in your paints. You mix it with water.
I love you.
There's a really good question in the comment section from
What is it?
Andrew Sabo.
Andrew Sabo!
Is the Isle of Roux part of Canada or a sovereign nation? What's your answer, Rich Taylor?
Well, it is both.
It
It is 100% both. Because while the Isle of Roux is in our heads and in our hearts and our heads are in Canada. So
even our
no,
imagination.
but that actually, we actually wrote about this early on. You could have answered this because we wrote it was in the manifesto.
I just like talking to you.
No, I know.
I
Sorry to call you out
I
and
could
challenge
answer
you.
it.
I shouldn't have challenged you
I just
publicly. And it wasn't a criticism. I was just saying, like, I know that you know the answer to this because we sat and worked this out for hours. The Isle of Roux is both literal and figurative at the same time.
all at the same time.
And there was some really like intense observations we worked through initially that had to do with like recognizing that there was something, and it had to do with it might have had to do with how it was both an island and sort of a spaceship.
Yeah, because we were talking about the Isle of Roux is like soup.
Yeah.
We're like literally in the soup, but then we're also like in our brains, but then we're also like existing somewhere, and we're like floating through space, and then it's like we're like because we're on a planet,
because it was a planet as well. It was both a planet and
and I guess you have to fight for independence of your brain and your autonomy all the time. So that's actually
what was the first question again?
If the Isle of Roux is part of Canada or a sovereign nation,
it's not sovereign.
And then there's a follow-up question.
My mind is not sovereign.
I think you fight for that though.
Yeah, but I'm fighting with myself.
Oh, right. Is there an Isle of Roux Day? Happy Canada Day either way.
There's 100%. It's July 17th.
Oh, yeah, that's a good call.
Yes, that is the case.
So there's my painting mess.
Nice.
That's a good mess.
Second attempt. Hopefully it works. I hope. Now I have to clean. I use a metal cotter to put the paint through. You can't see, it's off to the side.
Or there's so many phone calls. He's diligently seeking to have his brace reattached.
He's diligent. Where did that first painting of yours go?
What did it look like?
A staircase. It was magenta.
That's right here.
It's so beautiful. I wanted to see.
It's not a staircase.
Oh,
careful,
it's gorgeous. I didn't know if it was a staircase. I was just
so Felix lost a bracket on his braces today, and he looked a little bit like anxious about it. Would you agree?
Yeah.
What I didn't tell him was I tore my entire row of brackets off. Is he in grade 8?
Yeah.
Yeah. In the summer.
No, grade 9 now. Yeah.
In the summer between grade 8. No, that's not correct. In the summer between
grade 7 and 8 for you?
Grade 7 and 8. Marcus Perron jumped on me when I wasn't looking. And I think this was kind of a thing that because I was a wrestler already, he was older. But I think like, remember when Sidorenko jumped on me in Edmonton? And I like, it's because this has been a lifelong thing that like older guys,
bigger,
when you're not looking, would tackle you while you're resting, you know?
Yeah.
And so that's kind of when I lost it on Sidorenko.
I can see how that would be irritating.
They called airport hotel security. But what happened was Marcus Perron, higher than me, kind of like dive tackled me while I was sitting on the lawn at Brett's house. And I didn't have a word for it back then. I called it stomach flab, but you could call it muffin top if you wanted. He kind of got me, we kind of tumbled into like a headlock roll. And he was kind of piled on top of me with his his muffin top smothering my face. And I remember I couldn't breathe, and he wanted me to like say give or whatever, right? And I first of all couldn't say give because I couldn't breathe, so I couldn't speak. But also had no intention of ever giving because, like, you know.
Aw.
What?
Scott said, if I bought an island, can I name it the Isle of Roux? I'd build you a guest house. And he'd say, actually, I'd take the guest house. You could get the manor.
Well, that leads to many, many, many discussions. The answer's a hard yes.
Hard yes. Could you imagine, like, oh, we're just taking off to the Isle of
Wait,
Roux?
there's so many
What
things.
do they
There's so
mean?
many things I want to say right now. So for Felix's sake, Marcus Perron jumped on me when I was like otherwise resting,
Mm-hmm.
and wanted me to yield uncle, and yet I was unwilling to do so. But on top of unwilling, I was unable to do so. And I remember I just made the decision to bite his muffin top
Oh my.
as hard as I could, and I bit into his skin, but also tore my braces off. So I think Felix was having a mint, and he's feeling quite bashful about having to go to the dentist and redo his brace glue back on. But I had to have a whole row glued on, and then I had to explain to my parents that I bit. I bit, and as a kid, like the only word I had was like I bit his stomach flab. My mom was mad that I was horsing around, of course.
Of course.
But I was just trying to breathe.
Yeah.
All right, point number 2. We had to cancel all our travel plans because we're broke and because Alberta
Hates
Where's my
teachers.
dinger? Do I have any? Oh, I know. Where's my
Your phone's there.
anything that makes noise?
What do you mean?
I just need a sound effect. Sweet.
I know.
Okay. So you're gonna say for me, the Alberta government fucked us on our paychecks, but I'll blow this when you say the bad word. Okay,
good,
ready?
good, okay.
Ready?
The Alberta government. Yes.
And so not only did we not get paid for October, we also didn't get paid for. We're not getting paid for half of August.
Yeah.
And
like you said, they must really believe in us.
well, no, that's not what I said, but that's what I usually say.
Yeah.
In this case, what I thought was every single person I knew was like blindsided by this and just livid. Whereas I was really proud that I saw this coming and was prepared for it. The only thing I wasn't prepared for was how bad it would be, because I sat down and I crunched the math on like how bad the Alberta government could us while we're on strike. And I would be, maybe like a couple $1,000s each. And turns out it's going to be half a paycheck now, because the money taken off, the money that we didn't earn to pay ourselves in the summer, because teachers have to pay themselves to get through August. And I know.
Andrew booed the premiere today at Spruce Meadows. Good.
Hippie. Okay, so
Kazoo, the UCP.
I forgot what I was saying. Just enjoying the booing. Okay, so I anticipated, and most of my friends were really freaked out. I think you were a little freaked out too, but I kind of already anticipated that we were going to get a lowered paycheck. But our actual pay is huge. Like,
gross.
Our gross is ridiculous.
But we don't see
for our job, and for like I can see why when people go, oh, you know how much teachers make, and they go, boo!
Because they share the gross payments.
And they don't know we work a 10-month contract that gets spread over 12 months. Must be nice to have 2 months off. I actually save all year to pay myself because I'm unemployed for 2 months.
And you can't.
And I'm the only industry that can't apply for. I could be a snow shoveler.
And we don't we don't get WCB either. Like,
okay, let's just stay on track here. So our take home versus our gross is fundamentally flawed. And so, like, if you were to go by the gross, yeah, there was a huge chunk missing this summer. If you go by the net, it's half our paycheck for August. So it's like, oh, we're just gonna have to work all year, struggle, and then get a part-time job this summer to survive. And that said, most of my friends at school were coming up with other jobs for the
They're
summer,
all summer school teaching.
summer school
A
teaching.
lot
Yes,
of them are. Yeah.
it's a win for
The kids.
the summer schools. But we canceled our trip, and then because we had canceled our trip, and because Jess and I are taking photos, I kind of got this lovely idea that I haven't been to the Stampede. I think maybe I went when Robin was like young. I don't know if I think I took Oliver. You and I haven't been to the Stampede.
No, we haven't.
So
It's actually very exciting.
yeah, we decided we'd go to the Stampede, but we're sort of like trying to figure out the costs of things, and sometimes costs can be a bit like inhibiting. And so I also decided it'd be amazing if this could be some great time for Oliver and Felix. So we invited Oliver and his girlfriend and Felix to the Stampede to go. We're all going to go as a family. We surprisingly don't do stuff as a family very often, right? So then I was kind of like calculating like who's getting ride tickets, and maybe Jess and I'll take our cameras and not worry too much about rides. And then Scott, out of the blue, text us to let us know that he's going to hook us up with some stuff. So that was pretty sweet. And he didn't even know how important that was, because I was sort of like, kind of like in my book when Owen's like hungry and tells his mom he wants a little more food. So the mom takes the food off her own plate to put on his plate.
I was also thinking, like, when he says no one's given me a T-shirt before, that I
Is that Theo?
No. I think Zach is starting to sound like Theo.
Yeah.
He's not here right now. I thought I'd fill the void.
Right? Thank you. It's comforting.
Felix, are you playing video games?
Ah. I think he's on the phone.
What?
I think he's on the phone.
Nobody's on the phone. He's TV. Oh, he's on the phone. Did his friend call?
I don't know.
Nobody talks to their parents that way on the phone. You grunt to your parents on the phone. What should I paint?
Carousel. Merry-go-round. What is that? Ferris wheel? What is that? The up and down one? Up and down.
You should draw the Isle of Roux mansion with all the quirky balconies and swings and.
You know how I like
Isle of Roux mansion.
You know how I like to do that? Is when I'm at
You do
school
like
and the kids have like prints or something, and I use like this paper to like block off my ink stuff. Kind of, and you end up with something kind of like this. I like to take those like the sheet that you're using to clean your brush. Basically,
Oh, yeah.
the roller. What would you call that?
Or like you said, the paper behind your print, like the
Mhm.
corners. I don't know, just the extra.
Yeah. Well, what I like to do is take those kind of randoms and turn them into mansions with cliffs,
Ooh.
cliffs and donkeys and things. Who brought the funnel?
I didn't speak up about it, but I'm super interested in that memory game.
Have we done that before?
Yeah, you and I did one. Yeah, interesting that helicopter style fabricated memory, the third person memory.
Yeah. Want to do another one?
Sure.
Okay. So this is one of the first ones I ever learned, and it's kind of redundant now, but we'll try it anyways. This is a test they used to use to find out if somebody was a psychopath.
Uh-oh.
Ready? So in your case, the story goes, your cousin dies, right?
Yeah.
And you go to the funeral, and at the funeral, you meet the most magical person in the world, and you're like, you're even like, imagine like the person you're madly in love with right now, only you meet in an incredibly inappropriate situation, like at a funeral. And you're thinking about asking them out, but you suddenly realize just there's no way you can get away with asking them out at the funeral. So you kind of walk away from the situation. And then a few weeks later, the sister, sort of the brother of your cousin, also dies because you killed them. Why did you kill them? Like most people, your first answer is like, no, I wouldn't do that. But then it's like, no, like in this situation, you did it. So tell me why you did it.
For love. You did it for love. Or I did. Am I supposed to answer?
You didn't actually fall in love with that person. You just thought about like, you know.
So it's lust. I did it for lust.
No, and most sort of
Was there
reasonable,
an estate involved? Did I get inheritance?
most reasonable, healthy people don't really have an answer. They'll come up with something along
Oh God.
jealousy or what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
this is as late back as the 90s. This used to be a test that when you'd answer, oh, that's easy. I killed my cousin so I could meet that girl again.
Oh yeah.
That was the psychopath answer that that you didn't want to hear, right?
Right.
So you passed.
Is that? Yeah.
Not even a psychopath.
Nice.
But because of what's up?
Not even a psychopath.
Oh yeah, I'm not giving you that test. But the test doesn't really work anymore because of like all the CSI shows that the general public kind of has those thoughts ready in their minds now. Try not to shake the table. Okay.
Could I please try it?
What?
Could I try?
What?
I try?
Try what?
The test.
No, you just heard it.
No, I didn't.
Okay, I'll give you a different test.
I didn't hear any of it, Dad. I pinky promise.
That's fine.
I only heard you passed. Not even a psychopath.
No, I don't want to do it again, especially with you.
Why not?
He'll wait till you're older.
Because I'm better off not knowing. Some things are better not knowing. Okay, so but here's one, Zach. I think you'll like.
Okay.
Now the trick is you have to answer.
Is this for me or for Felix?
It can be for both of you. What we'll do is we'll have you think of an answer, but don't say it right away out loud because you don't want to interfere with Felix's answer. He also won't say his answer. But we'll give you each a chance to think of an answer, pause, and then you can say your answers. I might even tell you what my answer was when I did the test. So I had a friend that was studying psychology, not because he wanted to be a psychologist, but because he was writing a script about a psychopath, and he wanted some information about psychopaths. So he started taking like university psychology courses, right? I come into the loft where a bunch of like crazy hippies lived, and he starts giving me this test. Now the rules to the test as he presented them was I wasn't allowed to think or plot. I had to just answer off the top of my head the first thing that came to mind. And he was like shouting the questions at me, so it was super intense. But let's just start with you're walking along a path, and on this path you have a choice between there's a fork in the path that you're on, and you have a choice between a cool deep forest and a field of flowers. Which do you pick? What do you pick?
I pick a field of flowers.
Okay. And Zach, what do you pick?
I'm going with the trees. With cool deep forest.
I went with the forest as well. Okay.
Forest.
Oh, Kelly, good. Okay, so you're either in the forest or you're in your field of grass. Doesn't matter either one. And you're trucking along on your path, and you come across a bucket. Now, can you see the condition of this bucket? Don't answer right away. Everybody's got it?
Mhm.
Is there something inside the bucket?
Mhm.
And then what do you do with, if there is something in the bucket, what do you do with whatever's in the bucket? Secondly, what do you do with the bucket? So, oh, okay.
It's like,
Uh,
I was kidding.
what did you do with the bucket?
I kicked the bucket.
Okay,
Dead.
Gotcha.
What is
Yeah.
that?
I see. I'm seeing a pattern forming here. Zach, what did you see?
Yeah, I had like a bucket with like some like dirty rainwater in it, and I definitely kicked it over, and then I kind of like did the like roll kick away from me, abandoned it. Yeah,
Oh yeah, like a stunt. Like a, this is
yeah, like
yours is like
yeah.
a, what do you call it? Like a
Yeah.
no, I'm just trying to think of the name.
Okay.
What's our favorite movie producer that did the just Bottle Rocket and Tannenbaums?
Oh yeah.
West,
Oh, yeah.
here's like a Wes Anderson stunt role, right?
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
Kind of half serious, but serious enough.
Yes, please. Yeah, absolutely.
Like there's a bucket, but you're diving over the edge to get away from it.
There was an animal in the bucket, and I took the bucket with me,
Yeah.
but I released the animal.
I already know this. I already know this about you. Okay, so you got this bucket, and mine was actually kind of a plastic. No, mine was like a metal rusty bucket. Confused mine with like 1,000 other kids that I've given this to. Mine was a metal rusty bucket. In my bucket was milk. I didn't do anything specific to the milk. I didn't wasn't aggressive with it, but I didn't want to drink it, and I didn't take the bucket with me. Did you take the bucket with you? Jesse took the bucket for sure. Felix, did you take the bucket?
No, I kicked it.
Okay. Kick the bucket. And Zach, did you take the bucket with you?
No, I left it.
I feel like Kelly took the bucket.
Yeah, I took the bucket.
Yeah. Okay. So you're walking away from your bucket, or you're walking with your bucket, and now you come across an animal. Okay. So the first thing I want you to do, without speaking it out loud, is tell me, not right away, just think it, what kind of animal it was. How did you feel about this animal? What was your feelings towards the animal? And what did you do when you saw the animal? So, Felix, you can go first. What kind of animal did you see?
It was a wolf.
You saw a wolf? Yeah.
I had no feelings towards it, and I walked past it.
Okay, you walked past it without fear.
Yeah.
Okay, Zach.
Like a woodsy squirrel. I'm in the woods, so I caught a squirrel.
Squirrel, yeah. Jesse.
Yeah, and he was. Yeah.
What did you do with the animal?
Am I supposed to do something with him?
No.
Well, you don't have to.
You don't have to.
Oh yeah, he's like, yeah, squirrels are my buddies. So I was like, yeah, no, gentle, salutations.
Yeah.
What's up, squirrel?
What kind of animal did you see, Kelly?
Saw a wolf. The bucket was actually still. I hadn't dumped the other animal in the bucket, and I offered the bucket to the wolf.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
It's funny because this test does work so specifically, and I know you well enough that this is bang on for everybody so far. Okay.
I saw a stag.
Can you not do that with the kick in the paper room?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, Jesse saw a stag.
And I was just in awe of it.
Okay, in awe of the stag.
Scott's bucket had a dismembered head in it. And he called
That's
Scott.
actually, that fits too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So now that you've interacted with your animal, your spirit animal, you leave the animal and you move along, and now you come across a structure. So it could be a house, could be an outhouse, could be a hotel, some kind of building. First of all, just see the building in your head, right? Second of all, don't say it out loud, but think about what do you do at the building? Do you go inside? Do you look around? Is it locked? Is it welcoming? See the building in its completeness. Think about what you do at the building, and then we'll share. Let me tell you what I had before. The first time I did this is 30 years ago. I had a rusty bucket filled with milk. I didn't touch it. I just walked away from it because I wasn't sure if the milk was any good. My animal was a moose, and it was Carl giving me the test. He goes, "You saw a moose?" I go, "Yeah, I saw a moose." And he goes, "What do you do with the moose?" And because I had to yell the answer back as fast as I could, I said I punched it in the mouth. And he goes, "Why'd you punch the moose?" And I go, "You just said answer the first thing that comes to mind." He goes, "Why'd you punch the moose?" I was like, "You said answer the first thing that comes to mind." And then he yelled at me, "Why did you punch the moose?" And I remember hearing myself say, because it's stupid and it's slow, but it's big. And if I hit it first, it'll leave me alone, which was actually pretty close to how I was living my life at the time. So like there was some laughter in the room because everybody had already done this test. And this was the year that I met a bunch of these new friends, and Carl had introduced me as the guy that might punch you in the face just to see what you do. So I kind of wondered why these guys didn't really give me a lot of space.
Or
he's like, "You don't seem to like my friends very much." I'm like, "Well, they're not really that friendly. And they're kind of like a bit judgy, and I was kind of a bit standoffish." He's like, "Oh, that's because of how I introduced you." I was like, "How did you introduce me?" He's like, "Well, I said you might punch them in the face just to see how they react." I'm like, "Why would you say that?" He's like, "Don't you do that sometimes?" I was like, back at the time, I was kind of keeping doors closed around me as like a self-protection. So I'm not bragging. I don't think I actually punched people in the face, but it was kind of telling of my personality at the time. So my house, I went to the house. It was actually a lot like the ruins that we see over on near the,
by where you lived at that time.
yeah. No, but that's not the point.
Yeah.
It was like the ruins. It was kind of bombed out. There was more walls than the ruins. It was made out of sandstone, but the structure was strong. It just didn't have a ceiling, and it wasn't like stable, right? So yeah, because I hadn't even seen the ruins yet, and I'd seen them as a kid. I didn't realize they were near my house because I remember after doing the test, I was like, "Oh, those are those ruins." But anyway, stay on track. Okay. After you've seen the house, you come to a body of water.
Should we talk about what we saw?
What did you see?
Felix, what did you see?
I saw like a vampire mansion.
Ooh.
Scary house.
Mm-hmm.
And then what was your experience with the house? Just what did you do?
I opened the door and then I closed the door really fast and ran away.
Okay, yeah. And then you, Jesse?
I saw a sweet little cottage with nice drapes in the windows,
Yep.
and it was just very inviting.
Yeah.
But I was kind of leery of going inside.
Right. Kelly?
It was in a house. It was a cave, and it was dark. And I decided to go in. And on the other side was the body of water.
Okay. Zach?
I saw a short apartment building.
Yep.
And I was seeing where I could write on it, sussing out a spot shopping.
Great. Okay. So a guy like that might have a few tattoos. Okay. So
Now
the last one's pretty easy. The last one is you've sort of investigated that. Oh, did I talk about a body of water?
Body of water now.
Yeah. So you see a body of water. What do you do at the body of water? And what kind of body of water? Mine was a river. I jumped in and swam against the current, but I didn't really get anywhere. I was just swimming and swimming and swimming and not going forwards and backwards. What did you see, Jesse?
Like a creek, more like a tributary, and I put my toesies in it.
Okay, Felix?
Mine was a stream, and I jumped over it.
Ooh, did you touch it at all?
Nope.
Okay.
That would make my
Zach?
feet wet.
My body of water was this hidden lagoon, behind the apartment building, kind of like a city lagoon. And like caught the view and had a cigarette there.
Did you get in the water? Sorry.
No.
Okay. Kelly.
It was an ocean, and I got into the ocean, and I went for a surf on the paddleboard.
Interesting. The paddleboard I'll have to
I
get.
found.
So Scott found an old log cabin, boarded up. He tore off a board, went in, and took a drink from the stream.
Okay.
This is fun.
Yeah. The next one is easy. Sorry, especially for us that are a little bit older. Is there's a fence.
Mhm.
Felix climbs the fence. Isn't bothered by it. The rest of us kind of pause on the fence. Some of us still want to go over the fence. Agreed? Yeah.
Depends what kind of fence.
What do you do at the fence, Zach?
Why don't?
Yeah, like it. Is it keeping me from a spot? Do I like climb through the hole in the fence?
You have to tell me.
Yeah. It's behind the apartment building I just tagged, so it's got a spot behind it. So I got like climb through the like already cut hole.
Okay, so let me break it all down. Okay. The can you take just the email myself the invitation, and then email it to the person that spoke to me.
Okay.
Okay. The bucket's your childhood, and it works like this because if you hold on to things from the past, a bucket is like a complete container that can hold your childhood. So there's a reason why each of these metaphors kind of almost universally attached to certain outcomes. But the outcome for the bucket is, do you hold on to your past? Are you sentimental? If you held on to the bucket, you don't like to let things go. If you're let things go easily, if you're not expecting, if you have all your yearbooks, you definitely took the bucket with you. The condition of your bucket kind of doesn't show whether your parents cared or not, but it does show how you feel about your parents caring about you. So my bucket, well-intentioned, it was a steel bucket, but it was also rusty. My bucket was filled with milk, which I think again was well-intentioned, but I was leery about whether that milk was for me. And so the bucket's your childhood, and your reaction to the bucket's your level of sentimentality, right? The animal is how you see society. So if you saw a wolf, then that's an intense character. But if you weren't threatened by the wolf, then it means you see society as strong and powerful, but you're not worried about it. If for me, 100%, I was living in Victoria Park, and we were
punch it in the mouth.
Like a couple days a week there'd be a hockey game or a stampede situation where Carl and I would leave the house, and I had mouth guard from wrestling, and he had a mouth guard from boxing, and we would in unison have mouth guards in our top shirt pockets of our flannels, that if we walked out and people were being assholes, we'd pop the two mouth guards in unison.
That'd be really intimidating.
We just figured it was kind of a 90s Fight Club way to approach a situation. And, more often than not, having two mouth guards ready to pop into your mouth right before trouble emerged would change the assailant's momentum. Right, they would often walk away after they saw us throw these mouth guards. And worst case scenario, the mouth guards weren't a terrible idea if fisticuffs arrived. So I was living in a very kind of aggressive situation, and for sure, I immediately, and everybody that was in the room immediately recognized that I was lashing out to keep myself safe. Right, like I punched that moose in the mouth, because it was big and slow and stupid, and if I hit him first, it would leave me alone. What was the other thing? So how you see the animal, if it's scary, you see the world is scary. If you weren't intimidated, you see the world is scary, but you're not intimidated by it. If you see it as magical or amazing or whatever, all those things matter. The house is your mind, your own self. So if you saw the house and you avoided it, probably didn't love this test. If you saw the house, opened the door and slammed it, probably, there's shit in there you don't want to look at, right? But people that hate this test don't go in the house, and people that feel uncomfortable picking the lock and wandering in. My house was old and strong, but not very well protected and kind of in shambles, but made a safe structure.
Open.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The water is your love life or your friendship. So if you make friends easily, if you trust people easily, you dive in. If you're slow to make friends or slow to trust people, you
Don't touch the water.
pole vault over the water or flee from the water. But
I
all
just
of
put my toesies in.
right. And actually, the first time I gave this test to a high school class, the one girl with like the belly button ring and the too much makeup, she's like, "Mine was a hot tub, and I jumped in with all my friends." And I was like, maybe I'm just gonna skip the explanation.
Maybe I
of that
don't
one.
explain this
Yeah.
one.
So the water is how you embrace friendship and love.
No touchy.
The fence is your fear of death, which kids, because Felix is sitting next to me, kids are never really fazed by the fence. And as we get older,
That's interesting.
we get a little more cautious.
Scott said he'd sit on the fence and consider the next move.
Yeah.
That's
well,
interesting.
yeah, right. So those are all those pieces.
Mm-hmm. I was like trying to see it because I was like, sometimes you come up to like barbed wire fences.
Okay, your mom wants you to face timer, so just go to the bathroom. I'm in the bedroom. Right.
Right. I did a couple of these.
Here's my splash that turned into a house. Or maybe I hold it up like this.
Yeah.
You
What?
have done that test on me before, and I was
The
kind of
bench.
like not really knowing what to do on the first one because I wasn't really sure if I wanted to answer them properly or just like.
I get you.
So I didn't really know what to do for the first one.
Also, you're still in your childhood when you're.
Yeah. I guess.
What do you think of that test, Zach? Did it feel like you?
Yeah, I like it. There's always room for improvement.
Hey, could you tell Mom that I can I don't want to call Mom right now. I'm
Sure.
sorry.
I mean, in myself. I mean, it's like revealing. It was a fun test. I like doing them. These personality tests are super interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And like with like you can and easily trollable, you know. But it's like you're intense. It's like reading a tarot card, you know.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so that's actually a very good explanation. And I only ever used this test to get kids warmed up for Myers-Briggs. And then I would actually get them to work on their Myers-Briggs. And what? Felix, are you being a teenager
No.
online?
What?
Just moody?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay, thanks.
Felix a cyberbully.
What? You know your Myers-Briggs? Zach, do you know your Myers-Briggs?
Myers-Briggs. Shamefully, no.
I'm going to guess yours. I think you're an E. And, you're an ENFP.
Oh,
You and I are the same. But let's just work our way through it, okay?
Okay.
Kelly, are you with me? Kelly's an ISFJ, I think.
Yeah.
what was you call what?
Okay.
What am I?
let's do this, okay. You're either an introvert or an extrovert. And I think you're an extrovert. So basically, if your dog died, would you go surround yourself with people or lock yourself in a cave? Or another way to word this is imagine you're in a room that's 20 feet by 20 feet and you're going to be locked in it for a month, either by yourself or with 20 people. Which sounds more heinous?
Oh, self.
You'd rather
People,
be
probably.
Yeah, we need people in there. We need to spice it up for sure.
right? And Kelly, I think you'd rather be by yourself, right?
Yep.
Okay, you're an I.
Oh,
And I'm also an E.
I'm an I.
You're an I. Yeah. Okay. And then Zach, when you cook, do you really enjoy reading the instructions or do you like screwing around?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna screw around.
And if you bought stereo and the stereo said warning, if you plug this in wrong, you might wreck it. So make sure you read the instructions. Do you go, why wouldn't I read the instructions? That's the best part. Or would you be like, fuck it, I'll fix it if I can, if I have to?
Yeah, fix it if I have to.
Yeah, that's because you're an N. Kelly, are you going to read the instructions?
Yep.
Yeah, see, I guess pretty good so far. Zach's an EN and Kelly is an IS. F is whether you do your decisions with your feelings or your thinkings. And boys, we like to hide our sensitive sides. So Zach, let me just ask you: if your mom had a terrible haircut, would you tell her it looked bad, don't do it again, or you tell her it looks okay because you don't want to hurt her feelings?
Yeah, I'm on the soft lie side of
Yeah.
not hurting any feelings.
And you're having a party and your friends don't get along. Are you like, I'm going to tell Bob he can't come to the party because they don't get along? Or you're like, I'll just bring everybody and see what happens.
Yeah, I've hosted lots of parties. I bring everybody and see what happens.
Yeah, you're an F. Kelly, you're also an F, right?
Yep.
Make your decisions with your feelings.
I know what I am.
Slow down. Sweet, okay. And then the last one's P or J. So P people, basically, when you open up your locker, you get hit in the head with a book. J people, you open up the locker and it's perfectly organized by color.
Okay, I was like, maybe I'm kind of moving towards a P, but I'm totally a J.
No.
Yeah, like I had the best locker. It was perfectly
If a
organized.
P person was with their friend and they both got caught screwing around and it was their friend's fault, the P person would be like, well, at least we're together. The J person would be like, I wasn't screwing around. Everybody dies. So J people are really like, they follow the rules when you're playing a board game. They make sure everybody else is following the rules playing the board game. And people aren't following the rules playing the board game, it's not fun. So Zach, you're a P, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Is there like a P.5? Is there like an anomalous?
No, I think
It's always a spectrum because
I don't
there's
think
some.
I don't.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Let me put it this way: you what you need to do right now is take a quick break. I don't know if you can do this if you're using your phone to broadcast, but you need to look up ENFP. If you'd like,
Okay.
you can look up ENFJ. You will see a paragraph for either one of them immediately. One of them will sound a lot like you. The other one will feel like somebody's been following you around and tracking you. So I'm going to suggest you look up ENFP first. If you don't, you think you might be a J, then look up ENFJ as well.
Do you want me to do it right now?
Yeah, I don't think you'd be able
I
to
got it
walk
written down.
the way you do if you were a J, though.
Okay. I'm looking these two up, and then one is going to scare me, and one's going to be sweet.
One's going to be pretty close. The other one's going to feel like an intrusion.
Right.
Kelly, you look up INFP.
I know what I am.
Felix is going to tell us what he is.
I'm INFP.
Felix is an INFP. I think that's what my mom was. And Jesse's an ISFJ. That's the name, actually.
No, ESTJ.
Who, Jesse?
No, ES.
Jesse's whatever she wants to be.
No. ESTJs are scary.
Jesse got 17 different personalities.
Actually,
Today
I'm an INFP T.
You're thinking feeling?
Yeah.
Oh, turbulent. Yeah, I'm not getting into that. Well, and then the other thing I realized is like there's like layers to some of them. Like I'm actually kind of an introverted extrovert, and Jess is an extroverted introvert. So most people would think that Jess is extroverted. She's very introverted. My son Oliver is an introverted introvert, and my son Felix used to be an extroverted extrovert, but now he's an introverted extrovert, which is still what I am. But basically, like the extrovert's the last person to go home from a sleepover, and the introvert's like wants to go home.
I left in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
I always,
It would
I
depend on
always
who the
got picked
sleepover
up.
is with.
No, see, for an extrovert, you don't care. You'll hang out with people you don't like because you don't have to be alone.
Yeah, if it's with
Where
people
do you look this up?
first.
What?
Where do you look it up?
Anywhere, Google Myers-Briggs M.
Oh, Kelly, you can
16
just
Oh, Myers-Briggs. Okay.
you can just type in ISFP.
Yeah.
Just be careful you don't get sucked into a cult, because what you'll find immediately is other ISFPs or other ENFPs. You know, it'll tell you like who you should marry. It'll tell you like what kind of job you It'll tell you which Marvel superhero you're the most like. Like I can tell you, Spider-Man was a well, actually, so Spider-Man's an interesting one because as Peter Parker, he was definitely introverted, but as Spider-Man, he was definitely extroverted, and that was kind of the fun of Spider-Man. But then
Peter Parker's an INFP.
he's
Spider-Man's an INFP.
yeah, he's an N. Is he a feeling or a thinking? I think he's a feeling, yeah, and yeah, he's a P. Yeah, that's the truth. Zach is in the tunnel right now.
I'm in the tunnel.
Did you look it up?
I did look it up,
Just one.
and I'm gonna request like a 0.5 again because
Well, there's actually
you know,
there's a test you can do that's like 100 questions that'll give you maybe even
It's
a better
called
answer.
16 personalities.
Yeah,
Yeah, sorry, I interrupted you.
it's called Myers-Briggs, but whatever.
No,
yeah, cool.
personalities
Website.
is the website.
Oh, the
I would like to get deeper into it, but my skim. I mean, like maybe like I did bring the phone to the computer,
Yeah.
and maybe someone with Myers-Briggs experience could watch me try and figure out if I'm a J or a P, and know 100% that I'm a P,
Oh, you know,
or know that I have ADD and I'm a J, or judgy, I don't know.
you can absolutely be two, right? And actually, the healthiest, well-rounded people aren't just one thing or the other. And actually, I can tell you from some of the conversations we've had that involve politics,
Yeah.
and some of your conspiracy theories. I think
Yeah.
there's definitely a J side to you. For
Oh
sure.
yeah. Because like maybe I front that like nihilism and chaos is an answer,
Well,
but also I need to like there's accountability needs to be held. I don't know. So it's a bit of a
that's so funny though.
right. I know it's an awful paradox to exist in.
It's not, because you know what happens is we have this core self, but then we also have an identity that we admire and want to be part of, right? So like like I struggle because I would rather be a thinker than a feeler, but I'm not. I'm a feeler who can think, right?
Nice.
I'd rather be a perceiver than a judger, but I'm
Right.
yeah.
Very
Mm.
interesting.
You
I
must
looked it up.
yeah.
Yeah,
How did
pretty close to everything.
what?
It's pretty close to everything. The art and everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
They also kind of give you like different themes. Like I think ENFP might be like the clown or something. Like they'll have this-
ENFP is the
Entertainer?
No, that's an ES, an ESFP.
entertainer is just a nice way of saying clown, really.
Yeah. I know that INFP is the mediator, I think.
Right, that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's me.
ENFP is the what's it?
Who
It's like the
who was it
explorer,
that got a
it's like
hold
the
of me?
leader. No, there is a leader. There's also a
Jessica.
Someone named Haley.
Which Haley?
She said you taught her from a long time ago.
Is Haley watching the broadcast? Did Haley hear me say a bad word? Do I need to
I'm
apologize?
not sure. I sent the link to her.
Okay. And has she clicked in? Is this her there?
Oh, ENFP is the campaigner. That makes
yeah,
sense. Yeah.
that's what I meant. I said
I think this
eventually.
might be Haley right there. Is that
Yeah, I am here. I'm here.
Hi.
Hello.
I was like,
So did I teach you?
Yes, at St. Timothy's
Did you hear me say a bad word?
in school. Yes.
I'm going to keep my finger here next to the. No, I'm not on the podcast here. What year did I teach you?
I think 20. It was like 2016, 2017.
So you're a grown up now.
Oh, a lot.
Yeah, I'm 26.
Oh wow! How old? I must be like 100 by now. What? And so, what are you doing with your days these days? Are you done university?
Yeah. So I had a really crazy life,
Yeah.
and I always wanted to be an artist of some sort, my whole life, and it was really struggling, and I went through a lot of crazy things in my life, and I'm finally doing it now, which is crazy. And I met some people who do the murals in Calgary who also know you, and like Tito and Desi.
Yep.
Yeah, those people are amazing. They're my best friends, and they said wonderful things about you, and you just had such an impact on me in high school because I was going through so much crap.
My dear, there are so many Haleys. Did you play volleyball?
Yes.
Did you skip school?
Yes, and you remember you
I know you. You're a DJ.
Yes.
You don't
Yes.
think I know who you are.
Yeah, I skipped school. I never came to class, but you'd always tell me, like, if you need somewhere safe to go, you just come here. That's what you would always tell me.
Art room, yeah.
Yeah. Like it literally is gonna make me cry.
I'm fine.
Because that was so important to me.
Yeah. You know how many times I get in trouble for harboring fugitives in that class? And I'm like, so, and it happens. I'll tell you a bad story. It worked okay in the end, but what happens is you get a new administrator over a few years, right? And that
Yeah.
takes a while to understand, oh, this is a magic kingdom, the art room. So I had one kid. This is years ago. A couple of administrators back. I had a young lady in my class, and when she felt like bolting, because the art room was also in that school, right near the back door where people on their way out the building, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was consistently getting in trouble because this kid would go missing and stop by the art room right before she ditched. And they kept telling me like, oh, you can't be like harboring fugitives in your classroom. You got to send them back to class. And well, nobody goes back to class when you send them away. They just get ejected and leave. So this one kid came and I just sat her down. I was like, look, I'm catching a lot of heat and you just can't keep coming here all day. You got to go somewhere else. And then she stopped coming to my class because it wasn't safe anymore. And she stopped coming to school. And then she ended up on a milk carton. And I was like ready to kill people. I was so angry. She found her way back and came back. And then I was like, I'm not turning this kid away.
Or anybody away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I usually don't, but that was a year I was, yeah. So, oh, that's great. I mean, not great that you struggled, obviously, but great that you're here.
Yeah.
And so you were on my where I see things. I follow you on on
Instagram, I think.
But you don't use your regular name, right?
No, this is Viola is my DJ alias, my producer alias.
So then your actual name was erased to me, right?
Yeah.
Because when people have like aliases on the social media, I might it's almost like a dead name, right? Like I erased the school name.
Yeah.
So when you came on, I'd actually forgotten that your real name was Haley.
Yeah.
Then I did realize it was you pretty quick.
That's awesome. Yeah.
I said a bad word. I meant because I said a bad word tonight. I didn't realize I said a bad word at school. Sometimes I do, though, as a strategy. It's kind of my way of saying, okay, put everything aside. I'm not necessarily talking to you as a teacher right now. I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
If I use a bad word, it's my way of saying, like, let's just put all the other stuff aside and talk life or death here.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember what you hated so much about school, or is that too personal to talk about?
Oh, no, I'm honestly, I've been through a lot of therapy and stuff like that, so I'm pretty open book now. Um, and I've grown a lot as a human being. But I just, there was so much stuff going on at home, and then there was all these people who would start rumors about me and look at me because I wouldn't show up, or I was also like a pretty girl at school, and then people would like use that against me sometimes and like start rumors about me, and I just got so anxious going to school. Like I would drive to school and I would sit in that parking lot.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I would sit in that parking lot. And I remember you made I went and got oh my gosh, what is that tool called? The What's the thing that looks like an A? And it's like measures. It measures
Oh, compass.
You mean a compass or protractor?
a protractor. Yeah, protractor.
Yeah.
And you let me go get it one day. And yeah, I don't know. I just really disliked school. People were really horrible to me. Because there was a lot of like sexual abuse going on at home, and then people were like over sexualizing me at school, and then it was just a lot
Yeah.
on my brain. It was a lot.
It sounds like you like sitting in your car seems like a better choice than other things. Then, like, I feel like everyone should just be, you know what I mean? Like the art of the car is like way better choices. I feel like schools have such stringent
and I would always
rules,
start with like, when you're not here, where are you?
Yeah.
Like, I'm in my car. I'm like, oh, well, why don't you come inside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on down to the art room.
Yeah.
Because then it ends and then you don't have an art room anymore.
Yeah. And at that time, I didn't really speak up about anything that happened
Mhm.
in my life.
Yeah.
Growing up, I never spoke up about it. And it wasn't until I was 17, I think, when I disappeared. And I went away for a little bit, and I went to the hospital. I finally spoke up about it. But it's crazy as an adult, even going through all of that. I find that like art, and when I make music, or when I like even my music that I make all my digital artwork through that, and I do all of that. Sometimes I'll paint and then put it into my computer and edit it. It's like all just expressing myself and like putting myself, it's like a release. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear something brutal?
Yeah.
In the next few years, it's going to occur to you that you have to go back and become a teacher.
Oh no. Yeah. Oh, I just swore too.
Think about it. Just picture me sitting in the front of the class with my hand up going, oh, I know, it's the answer's 52.
Yeah.
Do you think that I had a nice time in school?
Yeah, probably not.
No,
I always got that vibe. Like I never at the time when I was like a teenager, I never understood like how could you see that? Like how did you know? Like I just I thought I was so good at covering up at the time.
I don't know if you know this about me, but I got the autism.
Oh, me too. Me too. I actually got diagnosed in my late 20s, so.
One of the best moments I've ever had as a teacher was this young man, Daniel. And Daniel and his friend were kind of having this really deep conversation about the neurotypicals. They called them the normals.
Mhm.
And then I got kind of offended, like the way they were speaking about themselves. And then I was like, do you know what you're saying right now? And they're like, Mr. Taylor, do you got the autism? I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah, I thought you did. So, and that was kind of maybe back then when I started talking a little bit about autism, and I try and talk about it less now, but it is pretty prevalent.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I bet you it's going to occur to you. Maybe I'm putting like bad juju on you right now, but it's going to occur to you in the middle of the night about 4 a.m. Oh God, you know what? I survived that. And there's kids out there that don't have.
Yeah.
Old man Taylor's gone, right? Like.
Yeah. You know what's actually crazy though? So my music, the fan base that I have is the most. People are painting me pictures while I'm playing, and they bring me artwork, and they're like, I can feel you when you play your music.
Yeah.
And that is like I said, I always relate. It's going to make me cry again because I always relate it back to you because it's already like started happening in my life. And this is all that I wanted to do with my life was
That's
just
nothing to do with me. That's all you. You're a bundle of sunshine.
I know, but it's so special that there's people out there that are just like understanding me and seeing me even just through sound and like it's so crazy. It's so crazy. Like I played a music festival 3 weeks ago. I had people painting me pictures and bringing me artwork and like it's just it's crazy. Yeah, it's really amazing.
Yeah. I used to have a problem with how can I word this? I used to have a problem with positivity.
And, okay.
I'd be driving around my Jeep at night looking for a bridge to go off of. And middle of the night, like one night it was the Beach Boys. Like Good Vibrations came on, like talk radio in the middle of the night.
Mm-hmm.
And it just kind of like floated right through me. And I had Brian Wilson to thank for One More Day. So like art and music is it's more of a medication than it's more mystical too, right? Like alchemy magic and it's crazy when you think about how we take art making for granted if you think of us as beasts, right?
Yeah.
Like a million years ago, if you weren't working all the time, somebody was starving, right? So if you broke a leg and they let you live, it's because somebody was carrying your weight. And then you get this one guy sits down at the fire with a sharp tool and carves a lion man out of a bone. The sacrifice that his friends made
so he could do that.
For him to have the time to carve a shape out of bone would have been like phenomenal, right? It'd be like like I got to drive into Calgary tonight and my car is broken and my friend's coming, but my friend's got no legs. Throw him over my shoulder and carry him to Calgary. Like that's the gap that they made for this guy to make Lion Man. It's the oldest piece of artwork. But before that, if you had an idea and you couldn't express it, it was trapped inside you.
Yeah.
The idea, you lived in the moment. There was no past. There's no future. You just lived in the moment. And then somebody made a sculpture and it was like trapping an idea in time, like freeze framing an idea that were previously stuck inside us. And the way we write words and the way we make marks and the way we draw things, I can write, stick it to the man on a wall and get blasted by a truck and somebody else walks by that wall and my ideas were pressed into that wall like time traveling. They can pull my ideas that were in my head off that wall and put them in their own head. It's just mind-boggling the way we take that for granted. The fact that we take art making and recording and speaking for granted blows my mind.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Are you
Talking,
are you someday going to be brave enough to put the camera on so we can see you?
I'm scared.
I used the wrong word. Brave is the wrong word.
I'm also at work right now, so that's why.
What are you doing for work?
I am not going to say
Okay.
that.
Okay. That makes good sense. See, you've got some good grown-up instincts now.
Yeah,
to the person that does the music and
exactly.
I'm like, don't see you. Yeah. I would probably paint to your music because I paint to music all the time.
This is my friend Kelly in the background. Kelly, stick your face
Hi,
in the
Kelly.
There's my hand. No, I would like probably go to a concert and paint. I paint abstract, so I would probably paint because I paint to what the music sounds like or feels like.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd probably paint something for you.
Amazing.
I don't know when you do. Like, I'm assuming you know Matthias.
Is he a producer or songwriter?
No, he does murals.
Oh, murals. Matthias.
Sure.
Probably not.
Maybe I don't.
But yeah, if you do like, I don't know if you're doing another music thing, if you can put it in the chat or something, and I'll look it up. And I follow you.
Mhm.
I'm on Instagram too. Under Creepy Creatures Canada, which is weird.
Creepy Creatures Canada. Okay.
So I do little teddy bears and stuff. I make one of a kind teddy bears, and then I do resin art,
Enjoy my own.
Halloween stuff, and art.
This is
Nice.
just because it works.
Yeah, I'll look you up if you look me up, and then I'll follow you back.
Of course.
Yeah, you just I was listening, and then I was getting teary too.
Yeah. It's been a wild ride as an adult. It's been really hard, but
I still struggle. Still, I'm an adult too, but I'm a little bit older than Rich. I think Rich is younger than me.
I think I'm older than you, Kelly.
I'm 56.
Holy shit!
I'll be 57 this year.
That was just a joke. I'm sorry for joking about that. Well, I'm a guy that taught a 26-year-old, so I must
Oh
be.
yeah, well it's cool. Like I've met all the people. I met my cousins, and it's like I used to babysit them, and it's like now they're like 30 something.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool. One's an engineer, the other one is a journal. He writes for, I can't remember. I think he writes for Amazon. I'm not sure.
I think
But it's like I remember when Felix was small. Now look at him. He's all grown up.
Yeah.
Getting there.
What do you mean? I'm very grown up.
What do you mean?
Just said she should go out.
Oh, she said getting there.
Getting there.
Oh, getting there.
But it's cool. You know, you look back and you go, hey, I remember back. Like for me, back then is the 70s. Way back then. Actually, it's funny because, hey, Rich, I found a thing from Kelowna, like for motels. 1975, it was $25 for a room back then, and $161 for the week.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. You see how stuff changes.
Or like
I'm done my spiel.
people in my generation got heat for not. I don't do something. Got heat for not owning a house, but it's like, really, you're gonna give me heat for not owning a house? Because like, when my parents were young, they could buy houses for like the cost of a car now.
Yeah, it's like
Some things like went way up in price, and some things seem to be always the same. You know, like
because it's all controlled, and they created the economy, and then they like blast us for not buying a house. It's
fake,
like,
yeah, fake news.
like I'm redoing my mom's house, the kitchen, and that's the original house from 1971, I think, that I grew up in. And it's weird how I remember when Parkland was nothing. It was just like a barren land.
So did you
So
just say
a
Parkland?
lot of stuff has changed. What?
What was the word?
Parkland?
Parkland.
Where's that?
Parkland. Right across
Wait,
from
that's
Lake
where I
Buena
grew
Vista.
up. Is that near Buena Vista?
Yeah. I grew up in Lake Buena Vista.
Gotcha.
1973, I think. I was 3 years old when I came to Lake Buena Vista. I was 2 years old, and I was in Acadia. So my parents kind of moved.
Yeah.
So I most of my life was in Lake Buena Vista.
Nice.
And now I live in Millrice. I'm done with my spiel.
Sounds like more memory talk.
Yeah, that's been the theme tonight. Like,
Yeah. Well, it was very nice
was it-
getting to connect with you again, Rich. And
We're here every Wednesday. Did you ever get into the Rumble House the building when we were there?
no, I was dealing with my own addictions at the time, and I had a really crappy boyfriend, and I wanted to so bad. And I remember I was like, when I was breaking up with him, I was sitting on my floor crying. I'm like, there's this art teacher. I need to go there. Because I saw that you guys were closing. I was like, I need to go. I need to so bad. And I was just dealing with so much crap, and I never got around to doing it.
that's okay. That's what we're doing now. It all changes.
Wow. That's very flattering.
Thanks for having us, Rich.
Here, we should look what he's drawing right now. You.
Me. Oh.
Mothman.
Oh, sick. That's so cool.
Whoa.
That's crazy.
Are you thinking of are you going to do some murals?
My friends like Tito and Dizzy have asked me to collaborate with them. I throw my own music festival every year, and I actually painted the whole stage and did a mural for there.
Yeah.
And I actually painted a huge, ginormous moth. And did this big, like, abstract moth staged thing. But Tito and Desi have been bugging me to do something with them in Calgary. And I've just been so busy with my own music and own artistries that way that I haven't had time.
Let me know before you go out and buy some paint, because we have some paint in our storage left over from the gallery. Mural paint.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just got to keep enough so that I can top up the river troll if it ever gets tagged. We've been really well blessed for
because the troll is is blessed.
Local support.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you need to, if you're going to paint a mural, let us know, because we're currently paying this store really high mural paint. I keep threatening to give it to Zach, but he's in.
Hey, I'm coming through in August. Yeah, I'm coming through in August.
I would love to. I would love to.
Yeah, and he's coming in August too.
I'm gonna be painting some murals as well.
I took the next 2 months off, so I have a show this weekend that I have to play, and I don't play anything until September.
Where's
So,
your,
it's at Commonwealth on the patio
yeah.
on Friday. On the patio outside.
What's your style? What do you produce?
I produce like hypnotic, like really deep techno UK dubstep. That's my best way to
Cool.
describe it.
Cool.
Yeah.
A little psytrance energy?
It's not psytrancey, it's dubstep, but
Oh, okay.
it's just like it's heavy, like low frequency, low hertz bass
Cool.
lines with like lots of hypnotic sounds. That's what I make.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Have you done that venue before?
At Commonwealth, yeah, I played there a couple weeks ago. And it was really fun in the patio. Actually, it was really nice.
Yeah.
They had the
Is
nice.
The weather right?
Yeah. So it's actually a covered patio at Commonwealth. And I've never seen Commonwealth open up the patio until this year. So, it's a new thing, and my friends put it on, and they have like this big new it's called the Void system, which is like a handmade sound system, so it's not like commercialized. I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, it's really nice in there, and there's trees in there, and you can sit and chill. It's not like a ravey like thing. It's like there's benches and you can sit and enjoy, and
That sounds lovely.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned you put on your own festival. Where does that happen?
So we're gonna have to change it because it actually got too big this year. And we got a little bit in trouble by the police. Almost.
Is it under a bridge?
No, it was not under a bridge. It was not under a bridge. But I have played under the bridge in the tunnels. I have. But that wasn't me this time. But we usually throw it out in Cyprus, so it's on Crown land. So you're technically allowed to do whatever you want out there, but it's because there was so many people that the conservation officers were kind of like on our butts about people's safety. We had harm reduction, and like we had all of our stuff there, and we had everything prepared, but they were concerned that we were selling cheap $20 tickets to people who were like up and coming artists, and like people who didn't get a chance to ever like, because the music scene's kind of like really, if you know people, that's how you get booked, and it's kind of like that here in Calgary. So we wanted to put on something that allowed people to have space to play their music and stuff like
you're
that.
You're gonna get shut down.
Yeah, but we actually didn't. So we're not doing it there anymore. We talked to the conservation officer, and we're like, it's just a birthday party.
Nice.
And they let it happen.
That's pretty.
You got somebody whose birthday is it? You got to have their ID. Right?
It's actually mine. Well, we throw it on the weekend of my birthday. We throw it on the weekend of my birthday. That's how this all started. It was like me and 5 groups of friends that I met like right out of high school, and they were the first people that really opened up my mind to music. And they're like, let's have a birthday party for you, Haley. Like, you've never like partied out in the bush. Like, I have speakers. Like, let's go. And I just started teaching myself how to DJ at the time, and then it evolved over the past like 4 years into or maybe 5 years now. But it evolved into something like huge where it's now we had like 350 people come this year, which is
Yeah.
crazy.
Amazing.
That's great.
Yeah.
What are the would you what's the show called again? What are you calling the party?
Oh, like the festival that I put on? It's called Base Summit. I
Mhm.
don't know if I'm gonna do it again next year because it takes a lot of money. Like it's all just comes out of, our own pockets and our
Mm.
funding. Like, and what we tried to do is like we pay all of our artists equally. Like everyone, even if it's your first time ever being on stage, and we pay everyone the exact same to give everyone an opportunity. But yeah, it's just hard, especially in the economy this day and age.
That's totally fair.
Rumble House was kind of instead of owning a house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Choices were made.
I feel that.
Actually,
That's
I had half a house when I started it, but that's a whole other story.
Yeah, I think that's just the life path of an artist. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like it's just there, but then you leave such memorable remarks on people. And I feel like that's more important than owning a house, in my personal opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping when people see old man Teru pushing a cart down the street, they'll be like, "Oh, he did his best."
That's okay. You can come live in my house. I'll adopt all of you guys.
Yeah,
It's an art teacher. Get in here.
that's the running gag that I had with where kids like find their way at school. I'm like, "You're gonna take over the earth, and I want Alaska."
That's so funny.
I'll take care of Alaska, and you take over the earth.
Mm-hmm.
Rich, there's gonna be statues of you, dude.
What's that? Sorry.
There's gonna be statues of you, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone remembers
Really?
you. Like even Tito
Yeah.
and Desi, like when I first met them, the first conversation I ever had with them was about you. I was like, no freaking way. I was like, how do you know him? And it was just crazy. And it's so crazy how in the universe that all those types of people all find each other at some point in life.
So like there's histories of that like Ernest Hemingway and
That's true.
F. Scott Fitzgerald and Ford Maddox Ford and all these writers knew each other in France and before they were famous, and then they all rose up together. And was Harper Lee was friends with
Oh yeah.
Truman Capote.
Capote, yeah.
And if you've ever read To Kill a Mockingbird,
Oh yeah.
the annoying friend was Truman Capote, and so they have these these forces that bring whirlwinds together. I think we kind of ignite each other,
Mhm.
but also I think there's like a force that pulls us together.
Yeah.
And we're also not wasting time doing like golf or something.
Yeah, exactly. We're all kind of doing cool stuff. We're all doing really cool stuff, so all the cool kids get to hang out with each other.
Yeah. What I really loved is I had this theory before I knew it was true. So I was reading. I started reading late. I was like 20 when I started reading. I'd written a book, and I thought, well, if I'm going to be a writer, I think I need to start doing some reading.
That's hilarious.
And I was reading off a reading list from my friends that were studying English at Concordia. So I went from like not reading to like reading really heavy stuff really fast. And I didn't know that Hemingway and F. Scott Fitzgerald knew each other, but I kept seeing them cross over each other in each other's books. Mm-hmm. And the same thing happened with the University of Toronto had Michael Ondaatje, Irving Layton, and some Leonard Cohen, not Leonard Cohen at the university, but there was a series of stories that kept evolving in all these Canadian novels where you're getting different sides of a
Conflict.
something to do with one of the young students getting to know the wife of his instructor, kind of thing. And these mentor situations is like you kept seeing the same story reoccurring, but from different vantage points. And so in a Hemingway novel, it's kind of like snotty, kind of rich kid would come in. And then in a Fitzgerald novel, this kind of older, more sage bully would take him under his wing. And so like you can see them really taking pot shots.
Mm-hmm.
I'm super careful when I write to not put my friends in the book, but they still end up in the book. And, I had this one teacher. I worked with her sister, and she was my grade 8 teacher. And I kind of threw her in as a placeholder in my book. And then when I changed her name from her name to a different name so that it would disguise the character, I totally forgot that she got married and ended up using her married name in place of her maiden name. So the English teacher in the book that I was just working on has and then I gave a copy of the book to her sister. I was like, oh, Susan will really like this. Can you give her a copy of this? And she's like, and then as I was walking, I was like, oh, I think I used her marriage name as her cover. So it wasn't much of a secret, but the worst thing is one time in my other book, this lady runs in the room, like, did you print it yet? And I'm like, I don't know what she's talking about. And then she's like, didn't you read your email? And I was like, whatever. And then the vice principal from my school comes whipping in my classroom because she bought my book and she read it. She's like, is this me? And I'm like, another control freak I used to work with. But it could be you, but it wasn't,
Do you want it to be?
Yeah.
Do you want it to be? Yeah, that's a great question.
Yeah. Well, I think the next line was that a small pit bull jumped out of her skirt and started barking at me. Like, it's a bit abstract. The one I'm talking about now. I got a new book coming out in September. It's about a little boy that likes to read but hates school.
That sounds like a good book. Good book.
Yeah, it's called Silent Reader. I'll get you a copy. You can tell me what you think. Do you like to read?
I do read now, yeah. I used to not like to read, but I do read now. As an adult, I do read.
I think adult readers have a special gift that like I was saying, not taking things for granted,
Yeah.
Speaking of St. Tim's, I one night just painted a deer or something,
Mm-hmm.
and then I came into class, and for some reason the painting I had came into school with me, and it was kind of drying or something, and the kids in my TA were leaning over it, dismantling the kinds of horns that I put on it, like trying to talk about what season it was and which animal it was. I was like, no, guys, I made those antlers up. Like, those could be branches.
Yeah, yeah.
But by luck, I nailed it. They're like, no, I think you've got it quite good here. So now I have anxiety every time I do something kind of moose-like because
you're like, I don't know how to do antlers.
Yeah,
just make it up.
I was working off of Fibonacci. Tell you the truth, I was just going with the way things grow.
That's so funny. Yeah, you guys do this every Wednesday, right?
Yeah, and you're welcome to come anytime you like, and especially if you want to share some music with us. If it's not going to get flagged by the what do you call it? Like if it's even if you own it and you share it, sometimes it gets blocked because
I don't think my music can because I own all the copyrights to my own music.
But are you distributing it anywhere?
Only on my own personal Bandcamp.
Okay.
I don't use any streaming platforms. I boycott those.
You're welcome to come and join us and at any level. If you want to come read with us, or if you want to paint with us, or if you want to perform, anything.
Yeah, I think I would love to paint with you guys. Yeah. I miss painting with you. I remember, also, you used to irritate me so much. You used to piss me off.
I have that effect on people.
Comes
Yes.
natural.
You used to make me
Not
so
surprised.
mad, but I liked you so much. I was like, I don't like this guy.
What did I do? Was I painting on your painting or something? Or?
No, and you used to just like, I remember you used to make me do like different stuff from everyone else in the art class, and you would give me different things to do.
I don't even make people do stuff. I must
Yeah,
have believed in
I
you.
know. Well, it's because I didn't want to do what you're teaching the class because I would never listen.
Right.
So then you would just give me different things to do.
That actually kind of sounds nice to me.
That tracks, yeah.
That's what sounds. That sounds like.
I know, but I just remember being like an angsty teenager and just being like, oh my God, this guy is constantly asking me questions.
Because I never give up.
Yeah. But it's stuck in my head, you know? I'm 26 now. I lived a crazy life and I still remember you and still talk about you.
What do you think of my jackalope?
That's a pretty cool jackalope.
Yeah.
He got some like fire in his butt.
Yeah, right? Fire butt.
Yeah, he got fire butt.
That's a secret weapon. A lot of people don't know this about the jackalope, but he eats hot soup and then he's got 20 minutes to get somewhere safe. And if he'll do butt fire on you.
Yeah, that's amazing. I will definitely paint. I have my watercolor still, and I actually have like 3 empty canvases at home that I haven't touched.
Sweet. We have an entire storage space filled with art supplies that we can't really use anymore. If you need anything, make me a list and I'll see what I still have.
Okay.
I just gave away this crazy easel, 12 feet high,
What?
double wide. Yeah, it was crazy. And I think it was custom made. It was probably, if you wanted an easel like that, it would cost you $5,000.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and so then one of the students' grandmothers was an artist, so she used to come in and volunteer at the school sometime. That's how I knew her. And people will give me stuff because they trust me not to keep it, right? So like people give me things knowing I'm going to give it away. And this was like one of the few things I was thinking about keeping them for myself, but I'm not working big right now, so I'm not. I don't have any use for it, and it's actually I got like 8-foot ceiling, so like
That's right. Oh my God.
yeah, this is like this. You could put a 12-foot canvas on this easel, and so the worst thing is I was like I immediately thought about who needed it the most, who did it suit the best, right? Space for it. Text all these people. Nobody got back to me until it was gone. Then everybody got back to me. I was like, oh, like this.
Oh no.
You do your best.
Yeah.
You always do your best.
Yeah.
Where's my pad? I can't remember.
All right, I have to go, but I'm going to return on Wednesday. How do I join again on next Wednesday?
If you find us on, we always go live to YouTube, and then we share the link on YouTube, so that's the easiest. But you can always just message Rich again, and we can send you the link.
Okay.
If
One
you
day
can't
and I'll
find
send
it,
to you.
then yeah.
It's way easier if you send me a message and then I can
Yeah.
copy.
Yeah, I was just going to say my brain will be like, I don't know how technology works. I'm just going to text you.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
easy.
and also Kelly will remind us.
She's a good reminder.
Kelly is our backbone. Kelly is the thought police.
For scatterbrains.
Yeah. Hey Kelly, you're the organizer. How's that grab you?
That grab you, Bob.
So my wife Jess has never had to be the responsible one before. But
Yeah. That's so great. That's so great. My partner's like that too. He's so like he understands that I'm like all over the place.
Yeah.
And he just does it without even saying anything.
It's so
Just No complaints, just does it. It's
That
great.
was the thing that sometimes really got to me when we were running the Rumble House. Is like, is Zach still here?
Oh, sorry, I was looking for my mouse.
That's okay. Zach, are you still here?
Last Rumble, baby.
Yeah. So like, Belford shows up one day with fireworks, and the crowd's moving over towards the park to set the fireworks off, and I'm like, Jesus! Like, if on the day that Rich Taylor has to be the grown up, we're having some problems. But I would describe Rumble House a lot like the Muppets, and so I never really thought of myself as a Kermit the Frog until we started running that space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I realized there's this one kind of guy that has no sense of control over this chaos that's happening, but everybody expects him to make things work.
And know what's
Yeah, so like that's what I remember, the moments where I had to be like,
the
oh,
adult.
I'd love to go set fireworks off. However,
That's so funny.
the dual situation of the cops showing up at the Rumble House the next day and me being
Did they actually?
oh yeah, all the time.
For
Oh,
different reasons.
are you? No way.
Rumble House?
For different reasons. Yeah, always something different.
Yeah,
There
and
was a
they-
guy.
Oh yeah, Rumble House was a circus.
I thought that was like slightly away from right in front.
No, he was just in the.
no, he was right out front and he was selling meat and he'd already sold it to people. And I was like, you're gonna give those kids their money back because he'd been selling them steak. Zach, did you buy a steak?
Yeah, I bought steaks. I tried to use steaks as a bid. I tried to bid with stolen steak.
What?
Yeah. So sorry about that, Rich. I wanted to be,
I did a lot of
I wanted to be a part of the chaos.
That is a good way to explain that.
Actually had a flashback today because I had to send some money to my daughter and my stepdaughter in England. And it looked like I was going to have to cash some checks for them and then put them in the mail. And I really didn't want to do that because it almost weekly, somebody would come by with a plan. And the plan was usually something like, hey, I can't use my bank right now, but I've got this check. So if I give you this check, can you just give me the cash? And I'd be like, hell no, that never works out. And then 2 hours later, this adult guy wants to beat the crap out of a 17-year-old who cashed his check because the money got lost, and then it's sort of lost in transfer. So he's waiting outside with a stick to crash the skull of the 17-year-old. And I'm like, I freaking told you this never works.
I told you. You should have known this before.
Yeah. And again, like now Rich Taylor's got to be the grown up, and I'm extra mad because it's so square, like half of me just wanted to see what it looked like when that kid's head split open with the. Sorry. Well, that goes back to this group of friends I had when I was younger, where my friend Carl had introduced me to them when I wasn't in the room, and he described me as, this is Rich. He might punch you in the face just to see how you react. And then so I was kind of friends with these people, but I never really got that close. And then one day he asked me, he's like, you don't seem really, like close with these guys. They're pretty cool guys. I was like, well, they're kind of like, a little reserved. He's like, oh, that's because of the way I introduced you. I was like, how did you introduce me? He's like, Rich might hate you to see the look on your face. I was like, well, I don't know if that's a good way to make friends. I wasn't punching people, by the way. That was just.
I wasn't punching people. Yeah, me either. I most definitely never punched someone ever.
Well, I used to wrestle, so I used to just pick them up and hit them with the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Give them an earth smack.
All right. Well, I'm going to get out of here so I can go home from work. This was a wonderful experience.
Nice chatting.
I don't think there's any chance that you've divulged your personal information to the point where your work could track you down and blame you for this. By the way, I'm always.
Oh no, absolutely not.
What I'd love to have on the live feed is like one of those 3-second delays. I have all these teacher friends that come on the live feed and they're about to start mouthing off about school stuff. I'm like, just remember that we're doing a live broadcast right now. And they're just like, oh, right.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I won't get in trouble.
Do you want me to lean on you to join us next week or wait till you show up?
No, I'm gonna show up.
Okay.
I'm not the bad kid. That just
You want us to chase it?
We also don't take attendance, but we can be supportive.
But I also know I'm annoying with all my.
No, I need this. I actually needed this.
Okay, we're gonna chase you a bit next week then.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Bye,
thank you so
thank you
much,
for
guys.
joining
Have a
us.
good night. So nice meeting everyone.
See you next week.
Have a good night, guys.
I think
Thanks
we're
for
all
joining
checking out.
us, Kelly and Zach. Thank you guys. Nice
Bye.
meeting you,
Bye bye.
Kelly. Bye.
Goodbye.
Hey, Zach, are you still there?
Yeah.
Check out my
Gotta
little,
go to, huh?
check out my little guy.
Yeah.
Wait, I'll put you on
Do you
the
have a-
screen. Hold
Yeah.
on.
Do we need a private chat? Oh.
He's a cute little guy.
Oh.
Whitey whiteys.
Yeah, right.
How'd you get that picture of me?
What? Yeah, you can go play.
Do I have to turn the sound off?
No, we're gonna
No,
shut
we're
off
ending.
really soon. Hey, come listen to yourself sing. It's traumatizing. Come listen.
Look, it's so cute. Oh, look.
Is that the Isle of Roux?
That's the whole Earth. It could be, yes, I guess. Yes. But this is cool too.
Oh,
I love that. That actually looks like my mug.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Check out my mug.
I think like this, like first.
There's
No,
here,
let's-
drag me on for a second.
Oh,
and then
sorry.
put me off.
Okay,
Do you see how I
there.
got colors in the bird holes?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and then go back to your painting. You got colors in the bird holes.
Nice.
Mm.
Okay. Oh, and thanks, Scott, for joining us too.
Oh, how's that?
Bye.
Bye-bye.